On July 17, 2015, a 911 call reported a dead body rotting inside a parked SUV. The body had been decomposing in the hot car for 11 days. Once the police identified the body as Jeffrey Lash, the story only got weirder. Lash was a self-described alien-human hybrid who claimed he was working for the CIA on a mission to save the world. He also said that he had been reincarnated and was even once George Washington. Police found a stash of millions of dollars worth of weaponry and cash in his fiancee's apartment. Lash also had multiple cars, some of which were modified to go underwater and also for combat. Nobody is sure how Lash obtained so much money, as his whole life was shrouded in secrecy. Though authorities say that he had late-term cancer, to this day his cause of death is unknown. In February 2013, guests of the Cecil Hotel began to complain about the water in their rooms being discoloured and having an odd smell. A few days later, the body of a missing girl named Elisa Lam was found rotting in one of the hotel's rooftop water tanks. Lam was travelling alone and staying in a room with several other girls in the hotel. However, she was moved to a private room after her roommates reported her having strange behaviour. The last known footage of Lam is a video of her acting strangely in the hotel's elevator. Lam frantically paced around the elevator and moved her hands in a bizarre manner. Her strange behaviour and odd death spawned several theories that it could be related to supernatural causes, murder, or mental health issues. And in a strange coincidence, days after her body was found, there was a tuberculosis outbreak in the city, and the kit used to test for the disease was named Lam Elisa. Although Lam's death was ruled an accident, mystery still shrouds the occurrence. On February 2, 1959, 9 Russian hikers mysteriously died on a section of the Ural Mountains known as Dead Mountain. Their frozen bodies were found away from their campsite, where they had left their much-needed gear and clothing. Their tent was cut from the inside, suggesting that they were frightened by something or someone and wanted to escape in a hurry. 2 of the bodies were found in a forest nearby. They were almost naked and had cuts and bruises on their bodies from trying to climb up a tree. Their cause of death was determined to be hypothermia. 3 other bodies, who also died from hypothermia, were found on the slopes trying to return to their campsite. The remaining 4 hikers were found 2 months later. Although one also died from hypothermia, the other 3 died from what officials determined as an unknown compelling force, causing major chest and skull fractures that were similar to car crash victims. One hiker had suffered brain damage, but his skull was not harmed, and a female hiker's tongue was missing. In addition, there was also a significant amount of radiation on the hiker's clothing. There are several theories as to what actually happened to these unfortunate hikers, including natural occurrences such as avalanches and infrasound, military tests of nuclear weapons, aliens due to reports of flying orange spheres in the sky on the night of the incident, and the Russian Yeti. Strangely enough, a journal entry was found at the campsite that stated, "From now on we know that snowmen exist." After the incident, the Soviet government banned access to the area for 3 years.